Hello, this is Tom Farrar with the Reuters on Capitol Hill. I'm here today with Congressman Randy Neugebauer, Chairman of the Financial Services Investigative Committee. Mr. Chairman, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me on, Tom.
What have you learned the latest information you have about the Libor rate, and what do you want to find out?
Yeah. Well, we want to find out, what the chronology of this is. What we do know is as early as 2007, people were making representations that the Libor rate was not being reported effectively. 2008, Secretary Geithner, who was then the president of the bank in New York, Fed Bank in New York, sent a letter. So we're trying to kind of figure out the chronology here and find out why, if people thought that that rate was being manipulated as early as 2007, early 2008, why we're just now, addressing that issue.
Why did it take so long? Was the Fed asleep at the switch?
Well, the Fed is saying, hey, we brought it to the Bank of England's attention, and what they're saying is the Bank of England didn't address it. And so what we're trying to find out is, what the pattern was, who knew what, when they knew it. But that's a fairly serious issue, that if we knew 2007, 2008 that a major index is being manipulated, I think we question whether we took a very passive action when we learned that information.
From what you've learned so far, do you have reason to be concerned that somebody just wasn't stepping up and doing their job?
Well, I think sometimes there's a pattern there. We kind of let things fester, and something as serious as manipulation, price fixing of a major index that's used globally, felt like was a serious issue. I'm not sure it got the attention that it should have gotten, and that's again what we're trying to ascertain. And then the question is, why didn't it get the attention that it should have?
Any estimate, if there was, how much profit was there that shouldn't have been because of the what could have been manipulation?
Some people may have profited from it, some people may have lost from it, but more importantly, the most important issue here is when we have to make sure that markets operate with transparency and integrity, and when they're not, we have regulators that are supposed to be doing that. What we see here, I think, was people were slow to the switch to do something about that, and I think people find that unacceptable.
What's been the cooperation level from the Fed, from the officials in Britain, from the banks here in the United States?
Yeah, well, our primary correspondence has been with the Fed, and they were very, very forthright. We asked them for information by last Friday. They got that information to us. We've been processing that. We will probably put out another letter now that after we've kind of had a chance to digest these documents, probably raises more questions. We'll get those questions together and get it back to the Fed and see what the response is there.
When do you expect to be able to make a report to the public of here's what's happened, why it happened, and what's going to happen going forward?
Well, it's when we get the facts. And there's a number of investigations going on. Our committee is doing an investigation. We understand that the SEC is doing an investigation, maybe the Department of Justice and other people. And so a lot of people are looking into this. And this will have to be cooperation with obviously the UK and the US to put all of these pieces together.
Congressman, thank you very much for your time. We'll be watching. Best of luck in your review.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.